Hi there, I'm a mentor at Udacity in programming for data science with Python Nanodegree. This video is to show you another example of subquery in PostgreSQL. This question is also from Udacity Classroom. If you want to locate it, please check the information below this video. All right, we have this URD again, and the question is, how many accounts had more total purchases than the account which has bought the most standard quantity paper? So you may pause the video if you need to think about the question before my explanation. Now first, we need to decide which tables are we going to use. The questions involves account, total purchases, and standard quantity. They are located in two tables, accounts and orders table. So we only need to use these two tables. It is easy to connect these tables because they match each other through the account ID. Now I divide this question into three steps. Step 1, we need to find out which account bought the most standard quantity paper and how much total purchase did it make. We'll use this total purchase as the threshold. Now, step 2, we need to find out all accounts that have higher total purchase than the threshold. The final step is to count the number of this account. All right. Now let's start with step 1. If you have ever watched my other videos, you'll know I usually start a query from the from clause. So I leave the select empty first. As I mentioned just a moment ago, we need to use two tables. One is accounts, the other is orders. So the way I connect these two tables is to use a where clause. So these two tables match each other through the account ID. Now, ID in the accounts table matches account ID in orders table. All right? So now we go back to select. We need to have the account name and then sum of the standard quantity. I'll name it as standard count. And also we want to know the total purchase as sum of the total in the orders number. I'll give it a new name, total purchase. All right. So now I'm using aggregation in the second and third column. So whenever you use aggregation, you need to have a group by clause, which will include every column other than aggregation. So the first column will be the only one in the group by, since only this column does not include any aggregation. All right. And also, we want to order it by the standard quantity or standard count, because we only need the top one, right? We want to find out the account that has bought the most standard quantity paper. So we only need the top one. Now we order the result by the second column in descending order and take only the top record. All right. Now we copy this and put it into the workspace in the classroom to check what we get. Now, by the query we just wrote, we can get a count which has highest standard quantity papers, and also we got the total purchase of this account. We'll use this number to filter all the accounts in order to get those accounts who have higher total purchase than this number. Now we come to the second step. Find out all accounts that have higher total purchase than the threshold. Now we'll use the result from the first query as a subquery. I use a wait statement. Of course, you can use it directly as a subquery, but I believe this method is kind of easy to understand. Now we name it as threshold. So we select, again, leave it empty. I'll use these two accounts again, two tables again, connect them together, and go back to select. So I need account name, the total purchase. Now this time, oh, 1 second. Since we use a sum, the aggregation here, we'll need a group by the first column, and then order. We don't need order here. Okay, so we group by the first column. This time, we want to filter the result by the threshold. So what we want is to keep only those accounts that has total purchase larger than the threshold, right? But what is threshold? Threshold is a table. We can use it directly here. But we can select value from the table. All right. So I think we are done with the second step. Let's give it a try. All right. So here with this second query, we got 3 accounts that has higher total purchase than the threshold. All right. Now the final step is to count how many accounts we got from second step. Well, the number is very small. It is just a 3, but sometimes you'll get a long list. So it's better to get the final result without manual counting. So I'll delete this part to make it clear. All right. Now I copy this, put it here, and I'll delete this also. Okay, so this one we give it new name as filtered. Okay. The last step is very simple. We just need to count how many records we get from this step. So select count from filter. That's it. One more thing. If you use with statement and you have 2 subquery or 2 temporary table here, you need to have a comma between them. Okay, don't forget that. All right, let's try with our final query. All right, so we got the result 3. You may check whether it matches your answer. All right, that's it.